Welcome back, good evening everybody, and here we are for Execration versus GeekFam in the winners bracket in this best of 3. So the loser of this will play against Fnatic tomorrow at 1 PM Singapore time, and the winner of this goes straight to the grand finals of the C Qualifier. So here we are, pretty stacked game. So, alright, Okay, guys.
Disruptor.
Alright, man, so I'm getting info from like a very hidden source that apparently that Lucifer was Ohio. I'm not sure, man. I mean, there's no evidence for it, but from the hidden source it seems like it could have been Ohio. I mean, I can't guarantee anything, guys. I mean, technically the profile says it's Kenshi, but I mean that's all I can say. All right, so here we are in Execration versus GeekFam. I have to admit, I didn't expect that these two teams made it all the way to. Yeah, I didn't expect that these two teams would be in the winners bracket, especially since, you know, we're considering you're playing against two of the biggest names in C, Fnatic and Mineski. So here we are, and I hope you guys are ready for more GESC Qualifier, but more importantly, I'm hoping that we get to see some fun games here. You know, especially when you saw GeekFam, you know, this very sneaky drafted against Fnatic yesterday, I have to admit, but they just banned out 6 off-laning heroes, which they were most afraid of.
5 seconds remaining.
But nice. I mean, I feel like GeekFam is one of the few teams which still utilize the Dark Seer. At the same time, for Execration, you know, with this huge roster change, Yash, Carl, Nando. Previously, who was it? It was like RR, who was now playing with Team Admiral. Who else was with them? Oh, Lumik. Who was the other support? I actually forgot. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Potato was playing off lane. James was playing mid. And then James got demoted to Execration Team B. But rumor is James is the one who's going to be playing Ohio in this new team, which was released by one of the Filipinos, one of the Filipino casters. So I think you had like Jules part of it as well, with Owa. And yeah, I mean, I can't really say too much, but Raging Puta, alright. So I've always been a fan of Bimbo. Like he's really good. Don't believe all the troll tweets on Twitter, guys. You know, Ice is like saying, I'm looking for team. I'll give 20% secret Ice. Oh well, man. Oh wells. But Execration, Tiny, Nyx, and Jakiro, very tanky supports. I mean, Nyx and Jakiro standing in the front line so that basically you soak up the damage. Tiny has no base armor. It's pretty fun. But GeekFam, they like to give Scumblue the Razor, Disruptor as well. Very annoying hero to play against. Taking out the Tinker was a smart call, considering how it's just a pub destroyer. It's the cancel of the current patch, basically. So, no, those aren't standards, by the way, guys. This is Execration's new roster. So, alright. I think this is gonna be pretty fun. Like, I like the way GeekFam drafts. It's very innovative, and I like seeing how these guys are. Let's discuss. Like, basically, when I saw them RG, the way they approach the game together it's quite innovative. So hopefully we'll see how this goes. Whether they'll be more consistent, will they grow as a team? All right, but let's see. How does Execration go here? I don't know, I feel like Execration, they still have the options of picking up that Monkey King. I know they like the Monkey King. I feel like the Filipino teams, besides Mushi from Mineski, of course, you know, they're probably one of the few teams who still like to regularly run the Monkey King as a core. GeekFam will go into the Tusker as they're roaming for him. Razor's just a stable pick in general. Like, the way they draft them, GeekFam, I notice, is like they're not afraid to run their aggro tri-lanes. They will like leave the Razor, you leave your off-laning hero to play the Razor and solo lane, one-on-one matchup. I mean, in general, Razor's just a good opening because he's meant to win the lane.
Radiant team pick. Puck.
Alright. So, Puck coming up from Execration. Oh, you gone done it now, sons. I mean, like, puck is the... When you give a Filipino player a puck, you're gonna destroy it, man. It's confirmed, which is... It's pretty much why you always see Filipino teams, they will... I feel like it's not a wasted ban, but it is always a must ban, regardless of who you're playing against, because they understand what this hero can do in the right hands. So DK immediately from GeekFam, gifted to Tron. I was quite impressed with him on that gyrocopter yesterday. He was very far behind, but somehow managed to come back. So puta means thank you? Okay. I'll bear that in mind. So I don't know. I have a feeling I'm getting debated here into saying some bad words, but nah. But okay, you know, Raging Puta, like playing on the 4. It's quite fun to see him back in the 4. Like I feel like he's played almost every role. Like I think with the old Mineski with Miracle on and Ninja Boogie, he played mid. And then with Execration, he played off lane. I've seen him play as a support. I've never really seen him on a 5, however. I think he used to play carry as well. But pretty good. I think Execration, you're looking to ban out another offlaning hero.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, Sand King is the ban. Tidehunter was in the pool, but I don't think they're too worried about that. What's happening here? Alright. I think I know what's gonna come up next.
10 seconds remaining.
Look, GeekFam's gonna ban out like another offlaning hero. Or they could... I think they might even think about banning out a mid, because Puck can also go into the off lane. But I have to say, Carl has improved. Like, he's impressed. So they take out the OD, they expect the Puck to go into the off lane. Yeah. It's probably gonna be like a Puck off lane. And the fun thing about watching Filipino Dota is that it's always so aggressive. These guys, they see openings, they're like, put the tank in his maul and just go, you know,
10 seconds remaining.
They just go full Davai. I'm hoping for that. With this draft, it's very fun, it's very funky, a lot of ways to kill people, lots of nuke damage. But I am worried, however, for their late game, which is probably why like the OD ban is pretty good. They could think about picking up an Invoker here. Synergizes quite nicely to Nyx Assassin. I'm kind of surprised, however, that Shadow Fiend still left inside the pool. Execration could think about picking that up for themselves.
Execration's turn to pick.
So Undying. Ooh, this is... Ooh, alright, it's all in on a very aggressive lane. Undying will shred the Tiny, actually, in fact. With the Nyx Assassin, it's just softening them up. I like this pick. It's a counter to... Because when you have 2 tanky supports and you who soak up damage so that the Tiny is able to deal deeps safely.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a good pick. Undying is a very underrated hero, I feel. I mean, there were a couple of changes to the way Tombstone works and all, but that's because a few teams haven't really understood it yet. It's very strong. I think this hero synergizes well with Underlord as well. But, okay, let's see what Execration decide to go for. Are we going to see the Invoker? Are we going to see a Shadow Fiend? This works too. Timbersaw mid. Should be a Timbersaw mid. Yeah, it's a Timbersaw mid. Yash going into the Puck off lane. He's going to do okay against Razor mid. And this way, Trion can't really do too much. He can't kill the Timbersaw, especially once you get more points into the reactive armor. But play hard on the Undying. So, alright, yeah, offlane Undying. I mean, there was always the possibility that the Tuskar could have gone into the offlane, right? But now waiting for the Nyx to be picked up by Raging Potato. Considering the lanes, do they want to go for an aggro lane?
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I just know that you don't want to be... You don't want to be running an aggro lane into an Undying for sure. It's very, very hard, especially considering how Undying this thrives on getting all that strength. And then he becomes increasingly harder to kill while you guys are just like softening up. Cargo means handsome. Alright guys, you do realize I'm from C, right? That's... My god, guys. Man, I can feel like chat is just doing their best in trying to bait me. That's what's happening right now. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our second best of 3 here, which is the winners bracket. Hello. Hold on, black screen. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. Yeah, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have our, we have here our winners bracket, best of 3, game 1 between GeekFam and Execration. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think the Geeks have what it takes to wipe out Execration, or do you think Execration's gonna take game 1? Poggers. So Ollie playing on the Disruptor, you have Scumbaloo playing on the Razor, Trion on the DK, March playing on the Tuskar with Play Hard on the Undying. Dire side, Execration, you have Nando playing on the Carry Tiny, he's impressed on that hero. Lumik on the Jakiro, Carl on the Timbersaw, Raging Bota playing on the Nyx Assassin with Yash playing on the Puck. Bluff of a bluff poker face? What face? Alright, so I don't know, I like the Timbersaw pick. I think it's pretty okay. I haven't seen this hero in a while.
The battle begins.
Got it. I'll take that.
Lots of pings. Are they gonna try for that very annoying creep pull? Let's see. Scumblue. I feel like I've only ever seen him play Razor. But Yash taking a few Thunder Strikes as he was thinking about cutting the creep wave. You know, like tips on how to be a pro offlaner, pull the creep wave, get EXP, wink wink. When Nando's starting out with a tree grab, it's gonna be hard. They actually decided to... Yeah, they're gonna try and pressure him hard, but it's very tough, like no base armor, right? You take away his strength, his base, right click starts to shrivel just a tiny bit. But Carl and Nyx playing against Trion early on, he has the QB as well, soaring on the way, 4-0 in the CS, yeah, DK will not be able to kill. This will be a very static lane, which is why they pretty much identified that, okay, let's just go top, let's just try and salvage this lane here. Shots, nice block. Nando stuck, but they're gonna hold that ground. They're gonna turn around to March here. They get the impale up. Ooh, Nando's gonna end up dying here to play hard. 1-for-1 trade. First blood does go to Nando, so that's still pretty much worth it. And they're gonna turn around. Nice Carapace coming out from Raging Pota. And play hard, play hard, play hard. Oh, nice soul rip. Raging Potato. Yeah, he's kind of messed up here, but he has to get out. Well, the bounty runes are gonna spawn. Scumblue still having a very favorable matchup. 8-4 to the pucks, 1-0, and Nando actually getting themselves to play hard kill. Die hard.
A gift from the temples of battle.
And Raging Potato picking up his Windlace. It is Observer Ward. Well, it's a rough call. You know, you together with the Undying and Tuskar combo, they could make some nice meme plays, especially the Warrior's Punch. But Carl, he's not too concerned about standing right under the tier 1 tower. Trion will get his own soaring too, so it's better to trade the tanky heroes, right? Machine or Dragon. (17-0) to the 15-0. I mean, both mid laners are having a good time with the CS. Carl with the reactive armor stacks as well, and he's just like, Alright, hit me, bruh. The top lane, the fight happens again. Nice, double stun. The snowball, where are they going? They're going to Raging Potato, the shots, trying for the block, but stealing all that strength. They soften up the bug, they squish him hard. Chasing after Nando, they have the spells up in a bit, but Nando doesn't want to get too close to that. Has the 5 1 charges. But you know, 1 charges will not save you from overwhelming amounts of strength on this Undying. And meanwhile, Puck 4-0, struggling to find anything out of this lane. Level 3, however, still not so bad. But they will try again for the snowball play onto Nando with the shards, and March just right-clicks him down, no fear at all. And this is why I say, you know, in a trial-and situation running up against an Undying, that's asking for a disaster. So the Geeks get a nice double stun out from Nando. They have the shots again, trying to go here into play hard. Soul Rip, keeping himself alive, nice and healthy. March, they have the tree. Will it be enough? They need one more click. No toss, and he will salve up. So pretty good commitment, but just not enough damage, just shy. And Carl, you know, still having fun in this bottom lane. So in this middle lane. Oh, 4.5. But Cheon starting to slowly edge out, just a tiny bit. He sees a rune as well. Arcane rune pretty big for Cheon. Carl chasing after him. Not the play you want. If you have a Dragon's Tail, that would be over. But the Willing Death just to soften him up. Also stats being stolen around this game. And Nando versus March. Chasing him down. It takes a couple of hits. The avalanche is there as well. Snowball play. Where are they going? Dual breath. Toss him back maybe. Yep, toss him back to Lumic. March. Getting a right click down. One more hit. Oh, the wand. Nando will not be able to get himself a kill today. Not today, sir. Transfers the aggro, and March will be able to make it back to the shrine, which just came off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Two missiles back into the lane. Playing on Utreon again, you know. Level 3 reactive armor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Carl trying for a play here into Nando. He wants to shut him off, but Playhard's coming in from the side. Needs a soul rip. Needs a soul rip. Has a soul rip. Oh yo. That was close. So the kills have kind of stopped raking in just yet. And on both sides, struggling just a tiny bit. Tiny is 29 to 9. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you for the CS, right? For the Tuskar and Undying, as long as you're like getting kills. And your levels. That's the biggest thing. I feel like this is going to be a very huge power spike once you get level 6 on Carl. Alright, you know, 15 reactive stacks. And you have a wand as well. He's like, alright, level 6, now he can start to cut the dragon's wings, clip him up just a tiny bit. He's like, you sure, bro? You sure you want some of this? And top, softening him up. They have the avalanche on play hard. Right under the tower, they laid on the tombstone. Lumic might have to be forced to TP out. The shots to block him off, and they actually take care of the tombstone because it is only level 1. And the toss back to the dragon. Play hard, getting hunted down as Carl actually gets a solo kill onto Tron. But no, a bit of help with Raging Pota. But now the snowball is there. Bring him, where does he bring him? Onto the creep, in fact. Both of them being saved. And now with the silence, they will actually find play hard. Looks like they find March to get the avalanche just in the nick of time. Just at the very tip. And March will actually get a right click down. And March is dead. Oh, yep. One more right click. Yeah, strip the double kill. Very nice rotation for him and very worth it.
Radiant's middle tower.
You know, Scumbaloo gets a very, very free lane for himself. But over in the middle lane, looks like they found themselves the Undying. Raging Pota doesn't want to go for that. Carl building his way into a Hood of Defiance. More HP region, of course. Play hard getting scouted out by Raging Pota. Looks like they're looking for the stun. Should be a kill here. Yep, here comes the orb. Down he goes to Yash. Picking himself up a very nice kill. Scumbaloo's coming in as well with the plasma field. TP out from Carl. Ooh, the Brave Fire from Tron just enough on Carl.
Dire's middle tower
Oop,
is under attack.
March. The pause. Oh god. Is this the BM pause? He's like, guys, wait, TP? TP maybe team? Okay, never mind. Just kidding, guys. Relax.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I like this build. The 2-3 build.
Is a great conductor.
I always feel like if you want more kill potential on the Jakiro, you should just max out your dual breath. But big kill nonetheless. Portal will just happily lap up some solo EXP, whatever he can out of this lane. Yash waiting for some level 6 plays. Scumbaloo chasing after him, using the coil as well just for good measure. Otherwise Scumbaloo might have just dived for that kill. He had a salve as well. Ooh, perfect CS right there. Oh, Krigasm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so March. Phase boots.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's tough. The Undying effect is starting to slowly pale. Level 2 Tombstone. Carl just diving behind the tower. Creeps and not hitting. I mean, he's okay with this, right? He can tank the tower. Full reactive armor stacks. I mean, he's happy at this level 3 Willing Death. He's bringing Chion quite low. Might force the TP reaction out as the Dragon Tail will land onto Carl. Very aggressive stuff from Carl. He's just trying to force some TPs away so that the other lanes can try to pull out some action. Macro Pie will be thrown out. I mean, they did bring March just a bit low. Playhard's there as well. But Carl diving the tier 2 for this, even bringing Dragon Knight very low. TP coming in from Scumbaloo. That's just in the nick of time. There looks like they will find Nando. Shots are going to be there as well soon, maybe. No, it's on cooldown, looking for the Warrior's Punch, but nice Dream Coil onto 3 heroes. Tombstone will be there on the floor. Lumik's trying to right click it down. Yash will try to orb out from this, but no. Scumbaloo's plasma field will be there. Not enough range, and Lumik will probably get hunted down as well. They lay out the area of the storm, and the dragon will be slain. He prefers to die there. If he ran any further in, Nando would have been in trouble. And Carl just cutting the tower. He's putting as much pressure as he can on this middle lane. And Ollie, he's gonna get level 6, happy with his freedom in the bottom lane. It's a good trade, it's a very good trade. Waiting for the Vendetta and Raging Potato, he has the Tome of Knowledge.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Could be thinking about going here onto Scumbaloo. For the static link. Tries to Timber Chain away, the double impale coming out from Raging Potato. Vendetta's away and the TP coming in from Ollie. He has the glimpse. If he had vision on Carl, there would potentially been a dead Timbersaw. But top lane, they're just keeping them busy here. The Tiny not able to shine just yet. Alright. Stun up to Nando. They lay down the Tombstone as well. Macropia is there. The body blocks from Chion. They get the glimpse into the kinetic field. And Static Storm. Nando is probably dead. March coming in, finishing off the kill. Raging Potato, he's trying to take care of the Tombstone. It's going to be kept alive, but just a tiny bit. The Warrior's Punch will be there. Raging Potato going for the stun. Trying to stun up the Dragon, but the Dragon is just too tanky. 2 heroes dead on the side of Execration, and GeekFam will try to pursue for more. The Orb Forward perhaps has the coil, only finds one. It will be Playhard who does go for the TP out. Ollie, with the safety of the kinetic field, will save his teammate's life. And they will try for the tier 1 push.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Carl, very fat. Will build his way into a Bloodstone. GeekFam, they can contest the tower if they will so desire. But with the Dragon form, very, very hard. Not worth the effort, and they will actually just back off to go back to trying to farm, as the DK form has a quarter of his duration left.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower.
And he does not know that he's being stalked right now. Alright, he sees the Arcane Rune, Raging Potato. Who does he actually want to try for? Does he try to go for Scumbaloo? I mean, on the top tier 1 did fall. Carl has a point boosted now, just some extra EHP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Carl picks up a bracer, windlays, drums on the way perhaps. Emphasis on trying to fight. They see Tron, gets the orb out. Some extra damage with the silence as well. They bring him quite low if the Dream Call being popped as well into the Macro Pyre. He might actually end up popping the Dream Call damage here at this point. Oh, nice Static Storm. Tron, really turning around. No, the stun up from Raging Potato will be a 1 for 1 to 2 for the 3. And of course, with the zombie hitting on Raging Potato, is that a bit of a slow? Never mind. But of course, Carl's still pushing out this bottom lane to this top lane. Bottom will face a bit of trouble here from Nando, but Scumblue is back in already. No Blink Dagger yet. He can't really make a move. He's actually opting to go for the Shadow Bait this game. It is a pretty decent Shadow Bait game if you think about it. Silver's Edge against DK. It's a very good item. Oh, the Timber Chain play onto March, bringing him very low. He's happy to go under the tower for this. Warrior's Punch trying to buy himself a bit of time, but now the TP's coming in. Sean is coming in as well. But no, very quick play from Carl. He's just creating space, forcing the TP unnecessarily to the top, which opens up the bottom lane. And Yash will pressure this tier 3 tower. Nando clearing out the creep wave pretty much means that this tower should be secure. In the middle lane, they were trying to catch Raging Potato at these, but no vision for the glimpse. Ollie's too far behind as well. So they will take this tower.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Regeneration.
So tier 1 tower going in the way of Execration. They will try to hold this middle lane. Oh, the glimpse back from Carl. Trying for the Timber Chain play. Successfully makes it back. Hello, sir. Back into the party. Oh, that was fun to see. But okay, I was having a visual bug.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, I wish I had followed the hero specifically. That would have been fun to watch. But Raging Potato, Vendetta up. Yep, they have vision. They know that he's in this. They could set up for potential trap. Do they have detection? They have a sentry. Potato, don't do it. Don't walk up those stairs.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So waiting for him. I think he could be waiting for a potential courier snipe. Middle lane, you know, this is just Carl doing Carl things. He almost has the completed Bloodstone. Very farmed player. And now the smoke gang coming out here from GeekFam. They will try to pressure, get at least a pick up before they can try to transition this into a tier 1 push. Chasing up to the top lane. They actually might find Raging Potato. Not the biggest kill, but they will take it nonetheless if they can secure themselves that kill. Execration, well, they're not too concerned. They're not too worried right now. Very tanky. The Raging Potato, the snowball players there. They want to try and chase him down. They pop the dust. Raging Potato should be in some trouble. They have to glimpse back. Maybe tries for the optimistic TP. Never mind. Glimpse back into the Dragon's Tail. Sean will get himself the Raging Potato kill. In bottom lane, TP's coming in. Static Storm perhaps. Ollie's waiting for it. He has the glimpse. 2, 1. They have the vision. Glimpse back. Ooh la la. Hello, Sir Yash. Nowhere to run. And of course, with the Warrior's Punch, Scumbaloo will clean up the killing spree for him. And the Geeks are finding themselves some nice momentum. Although Execration still maintain the net worth advantage of Timbersaw trying to complete his Bloodstone as quickly as he can. Hello, sir. Nando. Getting a quick Ollie kill. That was the debut of the Shadow Blade. Most unfortunate when your supports are walking around and there's this like super strong ass tiny who just clubs you and tosses you in the air like a toy. So Sean, he's gonna build his way into a Shadow Blade. And Carl, yeah, he can buy that completed Bloodstone right now. This guy is fat. Fat. Makes you wonder, does he actually go for a Kaya this game? Remember the good old days when soaring used to be part of a Bloodstone? Buff Lina. Tron. Ooh, nice job at the Carapace. Do they have enough damage? Chakram is there. Stopping him in place. They have the Timber Chain. Do they want to go for this? Ooh, he's off the mark. He might be in some trouble. They have the Thunder Strike onto Carl, but he figures that, do I go for this all or nothing? Play Hard is here as well. Do they have a Static Storm? Yes, they do. They might actually end up finding Carl. He's tanky. He pops the Spell Shield. He's actually still alive because of the one charges, but he will end up getting brought down. 4 heroes to bring down that Colossus. And Nando will find himself one more pickoff, which will be March. So this will be a tier 2 tower. Very quick response from Execration. Understanding that they didn't have the numbers, but Raging Potato, Raging Pota. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. And Scumbaloo finding himself another kill. Dominating streak for the Razor as he will get closer towards that Sanj and Yasha. But tier 2 tower bottom lane falls means that the map control, is still in favor of Execration. They have taken so many towers. So Macropire coming out. So Timbersaw, Pipe on the way. Yeah, that's probably a good item. Although I wouldn't say no to a Yule Scepter as well. But the Pipe, no, this is going to help out the team entirely. Shadow Blade pickup from the Dragon Knight as he will go into a BKB next. Silver's Edge build up as well, which will help with the Timbersaw's reactive armor. And then they're still trying to cleave through this massive stack. I mean, you don't usually see Tiny as the hero which, clears Ancients. In fact, none of the Execration heroes are usually seen for clearing Ancients. Stacking for the DK! That's the dream. So there we go, just waiting for that EXP. Solar Crest as well. Ooh la la. And Lumik is like, hey, don't AFK, man. Hit the one I Solar Crested. Alright, so tons of gold. Sanj and Yasha almost complete for Nando. They will smoke up. This could be a good movement, but unfortunately the only target which seems to be in their sights is Playhard. He's going to try and go for a stack. Immediately blinking in with the coil as well. Playhard probably in some trouble. He's going to try and keep himself alive with the Soul Rip as well. Simple HP, but tossed up into the air, he will fall. March and Ollie are there, might find Yash. The flank coming up from Tron from the side. Might be able to cut off Nando. Yep, he goes right there, gets the hit up with the Dragon's Tail onto Nando. Scumbaloo is here as well. Nando will go for the TP back. And actually, will he survive this? No, the glimpse from Ollie in the nick of time. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Warriors Punch as well onto Raging Potato. Nowhere to go. Trying to stun, but never mind. It will be a 2-for-2 as Execration. What seemed to be a very good start. No glimpse. And GeekFam lose only their 2 supports as the carry and Execution will be brought down. Carl with the double damage. Just saying hi to the dragon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Yeah,
are fortified.
blink. He's TPing mid. Looks like they don't want to give away this tower. He could be thinking about it. Oh, I tried for the deny. But Carl TPing, and now they want to go. The silence comes out as well. The Dragon's Tower March trying for the snowball for the extra damage. He needs the Warrior's Punch. Has it off Colin a bit. Ice Path coming out. Will trap March. March will go down into Macropire, and he will finally tick down to Lumik. So Carl, they want to try and fight here. Oh, Yash. Duke's Strike Storm will be thrown out. Actually, no, he blinks out in the nick of time. Lumik's still going to try and hold his ground as Tron will right-click down Lumik. The Impale coming up from Raging Pota. Well, it's not going to be enough to try and secure him to kill. And now they use the coil, which just came off Kun. That was Scrimblue breaking the coil, the glimpse back, and he's actually going to be okay. Raging Potatoes to marching forward. They see Playhard. The zombies are spawning. It's the Walking Dead. Carl going to try and hold his ground. He wants the Bloodstone charges, Timber Chain forward, but he's giving away too much damage to Scrimblue. Raging Potatoes still forward. The Connect Field will be there to help them disengage. And they will be able to take this very nice tombstone. Nice chunk of cash. Looks like they found one. It will be Playhard. He doesn't have a 4-star. Chakram will be there, and Carl will secure himself a kill. One more Bloodstone charge. And Nando just clearing up the Ancient Camp. You know, he's very happy about this. Picks up his Ogre Club as well. And Carl actually opting to go for the utility build. Being a team player, he will go for a Crimson Guard. Alright, so hard game. But still very intense. I mean, we're 22 minutes in, we have 30 kills on the board, 16 to 14. Execration maintain a net worth advantage. It's over 6,000. Trion gonna pop the dragon form just in case. BKB still not yet completed. And Nando and Lumik, will they try for a smoke? They don't have any smokes on them just yet. If you think about it, the Spirit Vessel's an extremely good item against the DK. Or they have the sentry there, Raging Potato, you're walking in the wrong neighborhood, bruh. Are you okay, bro? Oh, you actually will get the Ancient, so not too bad. Just a bit of gold. Yeah, you don't want to be walking around. You're walking in the wrong neighborhood, bro. You lost, man. Solar Caress? Oh, so Spirit Vessel. Yeah. What am I saying? So you can have the Vanguard on the way for Carl. Would have liked the BKB. Wouldn't say no to that. But Disruptor actually gonna complete that Glimmer Cape. He needs the gold for it though. GPM talent. And oh yeah, level 20. You know, every single support player out there, as long as if there's a hero you like as a support, you're definitely going to try, like, you're gonna be like saying, oh god, Ice Frog Sama, please give me a GPM talent. Okay, Scumbaloo, the Storm has been procced. Now at a standstill. GeekFam will retreat from the reverse. They don't want to try and fight this. They know that the puck could easily initiate the coil. And you don't want to waste a Static Storm just for a puck, just to make sure you stall the momentum of that fight.
Invisibility.
Alright, Carl. Now you'll start chipping away onto the tier 2 tower. They have a sentry there just in case Raging Pota is thinking about coming in from the side. The puck is invis as well. And they will take the tier 2 tower. It's Execration. Secure themselves more objective gold. They immediately get out. Meanwhile, Tron eyes on the prize. He wants to complete that BKB. Yes, Shield Scepter almost done. Raging Pota is like 1/3 on the way to a Blink Dagger. And GeekFam are now forced to play from a very passive position.
I'll take that.
I mean, I'm still very impressed with Carl. Crimson God almost done. Man, this is one guy who is super ass tanky. He actually went for the plus 100 damage talent. What? Let's think about this for a moment. The plus 100 damage talent. Really? I'm trying to think in, you know, like, why would you go for the plus 100 damage? Like, I mean, I guess it's one way where he can siege a bit better compared to going to the reactive armor stacks. Because now that he has the Crimson God and the Pipe of Insight, there's no point in him going for more tankiness. A bit of damage wouldn't hurt. But meanwhile, as I've been monologuing, GeekFam, the Geeks are going for a smoke. Oh, perfect scan. 5-man smoke rotation coming in. And they're gonna try to open the fight, but looks like they'll find Nando. The shards actually blocked them off! Oh my god. And they want to fight Yash. Oh, 4-man coil. It's pretty big, but the BKB is there. Carl standing in the front line. They need to pop the Static Storm. They're tossing it out right now. It catches 2 heroes. Carl, you're tanky, but not that tanky. He's gonna try to do whatever damage he can. He brings out 1. They're gonna find 2. Carl, still very tanky. And can the dragon kill him off? He has to watch us. The Timber Chain, but away. He's actually gonna be okay. The glimpse. And Carl denies himself. 2 for 2 trade. A Scumbaloo is on the hunt. They're trying to go after Yash right here. Will he be able to blink out from this? Yes, he will. Orbs away as well. He's gonna be alright. Raging Potato. Using what damage they can with the Spirit Vessel. They want to try and go here into Scumbaloo. I think they feel it. Oh, here comes Nando, surprise! And Tron also about to follow to get the glimpse, but didn't send him back. And Tron is on the run, using whatever damage they can with the Spirit Vessel. They're trying to go for the tree toss. Tron, where you take down, no, plus 40 HP. Dragon's blood saving him, and he's actually going to be okay. And he's going to make it to the shrine. Tron going for the TP out. Didn't want to take the risk of going to the shrine. That would have been the obvious play. In Execration, they are doing pretty well, I have to admit. Excuse me. So, Tiny has a BKB. He actually didn't go into the Sanjan Yasha. And Raging Potato has a gem, just checking out in case there were any wards. Considering like they know where they came from, man. That one ice shard, man, that was so awkward. Imagine you guys were like, oh, the perfect play. We had the high ground as well, and then like Mark just like, hold my beer. I'll take away that disadvantage. I'll take away that advantage. Going for the EXP gain. I mean, there is a very distinct difference into when you would prefer GPM over 48% EXP gain. 40% is a lot compared to the 90 GPM, which is like AFK, perhaps you like by observe, like yeah, one observer ward. Anyways, the support just clearing out this camp. Man, if Lumi gets a 4-staff, that could actually be a game-changing item in a sense. Like, I like 4-staffs on supports because those are always game-changing items. Just being able to save your core, getting to superior positioning is everything. But GeekFam, they're like, second time's the charm, boys. Oh, Raging Potato, he just blinked in. He's about to lose the gem. He needs his teammate to save him. Ice Path will be there. Raging Potato, can he get out from this? Oh, the gem, the gem. It's gone to the DK and they will look for more. Hunting after the dragon. And they will slay him. Goodbye, Lumic. And straight into the Roshan they go. Roshan was like, yep, I know. Bottom lane's getting pushed out just a tiny bit, but it's nothing of concern. Carl's coming in. They may be thinking about trying to do this Roshan. It's falling very slowly. Carl fearlessly walking in like a boss. He's like, whatever, bro. They need the coil. Timber chains away. They have the glimpse. Do they have the static storm? Yes, they do. But will they be able to trap him? There goes the coil. Only onto 4 heroes, but the BKBs are there. Carl not able to do anything. Looks like he's about to go down, and so will Yaj. 2 heroes there. Nando, they need to run after this, but they have the gem. Tron still chasing after him. They have the true side. Nando probably about to fall here. He needs to pop his BKB and run. Well, he survived this though. The TPs are coming in soon from Lumic and the next assassin. He's gonna make it to the shrine. 3 seconds. Tron. No, Tron is not there anymore. Nando, Shadow Blades away. They have the static link for damage. They know where he is. Chasing after Nando, the shark to try and block him off, but he's actually going to be able to run away from this one. Still hunting him down. Skirmbaloo. He believes. Oh, but nice carapace. He's overextended. Skirmbaloo then impales there as well with the Spirit Vessel, the sword to try and save him, and Nando will still die. Reggie Potato and Lumic getting dived under the tier 3 tower. Reggie Potato despite carapace. He will actually get it brought down. And Lumic laying out an ice path. Door breath. Is there enough damage? No, there will not. March may actually still end up ticking down. And Lumic getting himself 1 consolation kill as Ollie. Ooh, this is one time when you wish you had the puck there. But everyone gets out safely, and the tier 2 tower will take a bit of siege damage. So 4 for 2 overall. Very long fight which dragged on for the longest of times. Well, welcome to sea, right guys? This is where you see everyone just dives you and dives you. No fear.
A prize.
So, what a game, I have to admit.
My belly.
I mean, Tron making the right decision. He's like, alright, you guys want to dive? Go ahead. I want to farm. I mean, the idea was there. Just the sad part is Nando still ended up getting caught. Shadow Blade expired for the glimpse, and that's how he died earlier on. Carl, he's pretty set on doing Roshan, it looks like. Checking out for some wards. Do they know about the Rosh attempt though? Wait, can they even do this soon enough? This ward should have given them vision. Yeah, they know that the Roshan is happening. Macro Pie being thrown out as well. Very, very big commitment, and they will actually get the Aegis. Ollie looking for a glimpse target. They've caught one. It will be Ollie. What are you doing there, bro? And they will have the dust. Carl getting himself 1 bloodstone charge. Skirmbaloo with the static link stealing all of Carl's pitiful damage. And they will go straight for the tombstone first. Snowball away. Hello, Potato. Splat. Yeah, I guess it's space created.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But GeekFam, I still feel like they have this game, you know, because of the Silver's Edge, the Assault Kuros coming up. Timbersaul's not as tanky as he would like. I mean, he's going for a Shiva's God. I'm not sure how much use that's going to be. I actually still feel like the BKB would be a really good item here, especially at helping him against the Static Storm. It will not be able to hold him. And Chuan the Silver's Edge is such a big item right now. Especially against Timbersaw, you soften him up without the reactive armor stacks, he's very squishy. And Mr. Lumic going for the Aghanims. This guy is going for the big plays, man. He's going for the big fire. Okay, so Scramblue taking care of the wards. Let's look at the randomization for now, shall we? Deso on March. BKB on the way. Scramblue Razor 9, 2, and 10. Very subtle in his impact, I must admit. 16,000 as well. And the net worth, you know, Carl's catching up because he's just Timbersaw things, but ooh la la, we're going to see that smoke. Waiting for Raging Pota to get some nice Ravages as well with that Blink Dagger. With those BKBs, man. Those BKBs. And because he has an Aghanims as well on Yaj. I didn't even notice that. They're pinging it out. Might be in for a very big team fight soon. Yep, they found them. They need to coil onto two heroes in the back line. Where's the coil? They're fighting under the shrine. Not the smartest idea. That's a macro pie being thrown out. Tron's gonna hold his ground. But Carl's stuck inside the Static Storm once more. He's just getting gangbanged by 5 heroes. And he's gonna be brought down. And not the fight you were looking for under the shrine. And Raging Pota, he's gonna try and run this one off. The TP is there. Spirit Vessel just expired. And Raging Pota is gonna be able to get out just fine. But losing one hero, which was Carl, he's died so many times for Bloodstone charge, is very sad. And Nando doesn't exactly have the damage which to kill anyone. He needs to be the one jumping to the back line, but he doesn't dare to do so. Going for the DK. And the puck isn't able to demolish these supports as well. The Static Storm was all you need, and as long as the Static Storm is on the Timbersaw, you know, the game's just over from there. So GeekFam, they're still holding this game just nicely.
Invigoration.
I mean, this is where you start to see the appeal behind the Aghanims on Lumic, so that you can at least get the Macropile long enough when the puck jumps to the back line. Your range just isn't long enough. But he goes to the Glimmer Cape instead, another defensive item to try and help this Timbersaw. It's just an overwhelming amount of damage. I just feel like every time Carl goes into a fight, his team is like debating him. And meanwhile, you know, the Tron DK, 150 GPM talent instead of the Dragon's Blood. He figures, why not, right? He doesn't feel like he doesn't need to be tanky enough. He just needs to be able to dish out the deeps. And with a steady flow of income. Oh, going to the back line. Looks like they would demolish that one Undying. That's a nice Static Storm, trapping 3 heroes. They will take care of the tomb. Tron's coming in with the Silver's Edge. But Skirmaloo, he's taking care of all that damage. Nando will be brought down here. That's a nice impale. It's a Ravage basically, but where's the follow-up? It's not there. The Aegis will be popped. And where's the follow-up? Carl needs to come back in. But Carl's pushing out the top. Nando's going to hold the BKB with the Avalanche. He's going to try and hold. But the top lane is still being pushed out from the creeps and all.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They need to hold them. They need to hold them. The fortification's been forced out. They're still fighting. They found Nando. Snowball trying to save him from all. Nice impale. And okay, to toss back. March. Okay, cool. But now we see the top. Tron's gonna try and hold his ground. Looks like they might even lose the tier 3 tower here for nothing. Plus 100 damage talent, guys. Plus 100 damage talent. And over the bottom lane, they're still fighting. They get the gem on the floor. They get the Carapace proc. They're gonna keep Scambaloo in place with the impale. What the hell is this game? As Carl doesn't actually care. He's like, alright, bruh. I'll let you hit me. It's alright. It's alright. And that's a big win. They get the gem back on the side of Execration. They get the tier 3 tower. The map's open. Carl's still holding his ground, bringing Tron to half HP. Messy, 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 sir. Very messy. Whew. My tummy hurts from that one. And Timbersaw will go into a low sword. This picks up his boots of travel first, which should significantly improve his global presence. But hey, that plus 100 damage talent, if you went for the reactive armor stacks, this tower would not have fallen, I promise you guys that. What a game. But what a fight. I mean, you can see the Execration at that point. They're like, okay, let's just slowly kite them around. And this means now they can start to poke away at the shrines. That's a big, big thing. Tiny as well can start building to assault Kuras, to counter assault Kuras to the AC, which is already up on the DK. Very necessary. But this GPM talent will start to make work. I mean, lots of gold flying into the economy, so they're pretty happy. Anyways, Raging Potato, more tanky items, just more mobility items, just to play around with GeekFam. I mean, if you look at GeekFam's lineup, they don't exactly have, you know, a lineup which screams, I'm gonna nuke you down. It's more like pick off, pick off, pick off. Teamfight wise, they're very tanky. The Razor needs to do a bit more. He has the sieging items already, going to a Skadi next. Wouldn't have said no to a Silver's Edge of his own as well. And Rage Potato still holding his ground, just farming up the creeps, you know. I mean, I have to be very impressed. I'm still stunned that your Timbersaw was basically just like, whee, you know, Alliance is back. Who knows? Maybe this could be Bulldog's new hero. The Rat Timbersaw. Who knew?
Radiant are scanning.
Using the scan, the ice path is there. It won't catch anyone. Scramble with the BKB. Snowball onto Raging Potato, and looks like he will actually end up dying. The force staff and the Glimmer Kip away will not save him. And I want to try and hold that gun, but Lumik is caught by the shards. Lumik is dead. 2 supporters down instead of Execration, and GeekFam will be happy with that. That was the smoke they used as well. But checking out the Roche pit, it's not up yet. 2 minutes and a half. And Execration, well, they have no choice but to back off. They do not have the numbers advantage to try and force a fight. So meanwhile, the Geeks will start to push away, take themselves that tier 2 tower in the middle lane. As Nando and Timbersaw are just like, rat.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're gonna rat. Carl gonna cut the creep wave as well together with Nando. So a bit of pressure out here as they need to defend this. The cart is there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wait, does he have TP? He doesn't have a TP! Oh shit! C9! Guys, C9 is happening right now. If they Eye of the Storm Ag, that's gonna be the tier 3 tower, potentially a lane of Rax. Aghanims, Dream Coil right, they'll hold that gun to Static Storm, and down goes Yash! Woo! Yalul! Are gonna try and finish off that one support, but you know, GeekFams are like, alright, lane of Rax, free lane of Rax, and the Dragon's gonna be cut down as well. And Carl, him against the wall, Ollie just cutting him around, doesn't actually care. March is gonna TP to the bottom lane as Nando actually gets the Rax trade. No way, and March will not be able to get in range for the Warrior's Punch. It's gonna be a melee Rax for melee Rax, and Carl's like, alright, wait for me. And now he doesn't get the Tombstone, but he does get the cards, keeping the range Rax alive. And now you have an Orchid on the DK, Bloodthorn on the way up. I have... This is a... I don't even know what you would classify this game as right now. But I did promise you guys this would be a good game. This is a very clowny game, in fact. Net worth doesn't win you the game. He's found Tron. They have a sentry there. Oh dear, they found him. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Can they kill him off? March and friends, they kill off Raging Porta. And they get the glimpse back. Connect Field will not be able to hold him in place to get the Avalanche Toss combo. And run indeed. You need to run, Nando. Tron is on the way. He has a Dragon's Tail. Carl is there as well with the Lotus Orb. Dragon's Tail. But the stun on the BKB, and Nando's dead. No buyback for 80 seconds. They can actually just go straight for the tier 4s, I feel. Or they can just take the safe option, go for the shrines as well.
Middle barracks
Oh, they're going for it. They're going for the end game right here. Eye of the Storm already being used. Chipping away into the tier 4s. They're going to lay down the Tombstone and all their spells to try and hold this. But the tier 4 tower will most definitely fall. No buyback at all on the Tiny and the Nyx Assassin. Carl's going to hold his ground. The Macro Pyres are already gone. Carl the backline. The Puck's trying to finish off the Disruptor. Once again, but the Disruptor, the Glimmer Cape, he's going to be okay. Static Storm trapping up Carl. And if the Snowball down, they're looking for the maximum damage. Looking for the Orchid, but the Lotus Orb was returning back to Tron. It doesn't really matter. And down looks like down goes Timbersaw. This is GG. Holy cow, what a game one.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's aim. Radiant's on victory.
I don't even think you can call that a throw. It's just the nature of the drafts. Tiny had a very, very hard task of trying to carry this game. The thing is, the DK and the Razor just... I feel they do better than the Tiny in the late game. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat we have here for our second best of 3 series. I know some of you guys were kind of thinking, you know, Mineski and Fnatic was the peak of today, but no, man. GeekFam and Execration, that's where it's at. Exciting dotes, and we'll be back for game 2 very, very shortly. And I hope you guys will stay tuned with me here for more GESC coverage on the BT Beyond the Summit 2 channel. So we'll find out who will be our first grand finalist team in the C qualifiers. Obviously these teams, you know, they're hungry for it. And there's only one way to find out who's going to make it there first. See you guys soon in a few minutes. We'll be back for game 2 shortly. I'm Hades, your 12-year-old caster. You should give a like and follow on social media. See you guys soon.